What if the world isn't what it seems? What if some of the people walking beside you, speaking to you, even loving you, aren't fully the Tandare? Not evil, not malicious, just hollow. No inner flame, no true self, no soul. This isn't some fringe internet theory or dystopian sci-fi plot twist. This is an ancient teaching, a secret that has echoed through spiritual traditions, occult philosophies, and forbidden doctrines. And now, science is just beginning to whisper what mystics have shouted for centuries. Some people might simply be empty vessels. Look back. Think about it. Have you ever talked to someone and felt like no one was Daiko? Their words came out like echoes. Their eyes didn't reflect Daiko or anything. The conversation was happening, but only on the surface, like talking to a mask, not a being. Maybe you felt it in your gut, a strange absence. A sense that for all their motion and mimicry, this person wasn't a Batamako Rake. You aren't imagining it. Throughout time, hidden traditions have spoken of this. Let's go back, way back. In the 16th century, Helena Petrovna Blavatsky, founder of the Theosophical Society, introduced the idea that not all humans carry an individualized soul. In her esoteric masterpiece Do Daiko Rake, she explained that soul development isn't guaranteed. It's a process, one that takes lifetimes. According to her, some individuals are in early phases of that journey. Their consciousness hasn't yet ignited. Their spiritual evolution hasn't begun. These people are not demonic. They're not villains. But they are, in essence, the template holders, biological shells running on inherited patterns, conditioned behaviors, and social scripts. Blavatsky spoke of two types of humans: those with awakened souls, people seeking growth, transformation, higher truth, and those without functioning bodies, even charming personalities, but with no inward spark guiding them. This might sound radical, but it's not new. Go even further back, to the early Christian era. In Gnosticism, humanity was divided into three distinct types: Taik, the purely material, body-bound individuals; in the psychic sting, those guided by intellect and social structures; Thak, Taik, the truly spiritual, aware of their divine origin, and striving to return to it. Only the pneumatics were seen as fully awakened. The rest, either still asleep, or not truly here to awaken. Mystical teachings across cultures repeat this triad. In Hinduism, in Sufism, even in Hermeticism, the idea lingers that not all souls are created equal, or even created at all. Modern spiritual thinkers have added new layers to this mystery. Some suggest that these soulless beings, often called organic portals, serve a function. They mirror, they challenge, they teach us through contrast. They maintain the structure of this physical world while we, those who are waking, seek to transcend it. They don't question reality, they explore a reality. Or rather, the background of it. Now think about society. How much of it feels mechanical, repetitive, like people are just going through motions, chasing trends, echoing opinions that aren't truly theirs? Could it be that some of them were never meant to go deeper, that their purpose isn't transcendence, but maintenance? This doesn't mean we should judge. This isn't about division. It's about that deck. Taik, discernment, Taik. Because once you begin to awaken, you feel it, you see through it, you start to crave depth, Taik, truth, presence, and in that craving, you begin to that Taik, recognize your kind. The ones whose eyes reflect stars, whose words cut through illusion, the ones who that Taik, feel illusion because they are. So where does that leave you? If this message stirs something in you, if you feel it resonating in your bones, then maybe, just maybe, you're one of the awakened, one of the rare few who came here Taik, not just to exist, but to remember. There's more to uncover, much more. Subscribe. Stay tuned, because this is only the surface, and beneath it, a hidden reality waits to be seen. In the quest for enlightenment, ancient teachings have long distinguished between different types of human consciousness. The psychic or intermediate type represents those who possess a soul, but find themselves caught between the physical world and higher spiritual realms. Then there are the materialists, or what some traditions call the helix, individuals deeply entangled in the material plane, seemingly unable to access their divine spark. The Gnostics believed these materialists lack the capacity to transcend because their attachment to physical reality blinds them to higher truths. While not entirely soulless, their consciousness remains dormant, imprisoned by basic needs and desires. They remain unaware, unable or unwilling to awaken. This notion isn't exclusive to Gnosticism. Classical philosophy, especially Plato, touches on a similar idea. Plato taught that souls are immortal but vary in their levels of evolution. For him, the soul's purpose was purification through knowledge and virtue, yet many remain trapped in lower states of being, enslaved by base instincts and unmotivated by spiritual ascent. Plato famously described some individuals as shadows in a cave, mere illusions with little grasp of the true world beyond their narrow reality. Could this be an ancient allusion to soulless humans? Eastern philosophies echo this as well. In Hinduism and Buddhism, beings caught in samsara are trapped in the endless cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, often without connecting to their true selves. Certain Buddhist traditions even describe some humans as agents of karma, entities existing primarily to fulfill roles in others' lives without experiencing spiritual growth themselves. Like dream characters, they serve a purpose but lack an independent, awakened consciousness. From Theosophy to Gnosticism, from Plato's dialogues to Eastern spiritual teachings, the idea that not all humans carry an awakened soul appears repeatedly, albeit in different forms. Some are empty shells, others are trapped in materialism, and some function as karmic tools. These teachings challenge us. Are we truly surrounded by fellow beings, or do some merely simulate humanity without spiritual essence? Now, with this background in mind, how do we recognize such beings in the modern world? How can we tell who is genuinely spiritually connected, and who is merely going through the motions? The key lies in patterns of behavior and energy. Those with awakened souls radiate a certain presence that others lack. But those without, though biologically alive, show signs of spiritual absence. One of the clearest indicators is the inability to connect emotionally at a profound level. These individuals might display basic emotions, anger, joy, frustration, but when it comes to deeper feelings like compassion, empathy, or unconditional love, there's a distinct void. Have you ever locked eyes with someone and felt their gaze was hollow, their energy cold and distant? That emptiness isn't cruelty, it's absence. They don't possess the inner fire that fuels spiritual growth. Concepts like transcending the ego, pursuing a higher purpose, or seeking truth beyond the surface mean little or nothing to them. Life is a repetitive cycle, dictated by social rules and routines with no genuine questioning or curiosity. Their interactions feel mechanical, scripted, as if they're simply actors playing assigned roles in a cosmic drama they neither authored nor understand. This isn't about judgment. These patterns simply mark a consciousness that hasn't awakened. In contrast, those with evolving souls tend to inspire, challenge, and uplift. They seek meaning, reflect on existence, and carry a quiet power that touches others deeply. Their presence is warm, engaging, alive. So, are you ready to notice the difference? To see past the surface illusions, to recognize who walks this earth fully awake, and who still sleeps in the shadows? This isn't a call to isolate or condemn, but an invitation to wake up yourself, to cultivate your own soul's evolution, and to find your tribe, those radiant beings striving for something beyond the ordinary. Because once you glimpse this hidden reality, you'll never view humanity the same way again. Have you ever met someone who just seems to drift through life, like they're on autopilot, following a script written by society without ever pausing to wonder who they really are, or what their true purpose might be? This is more than just habit or routine. It points to a deeper truth hidden beneath the surface of human experience. Ancient esoteric teachings describe the soul as a radiant source of powerful energy, a warm, vibrant force that lights up our inner world and connects us to the universe. In stark contrast, beings without a soul lack this energetic glow. They often give off an unsettling vibe, cold, heavy, or even artificial. People who are sensitive to subtle energies might feel inexplicably drained around these individuals, as if their own life force is being quietly siphoned away without anything flowing back in return. Others might notice an odd sense of detachment, a feeling that something fundamental is switched off or missing in the other person's presence. This experience isn't rare among those who have cultivated spiritual awareness. It can show up in everyday encounters, from intimate relationships to casual conversations, and even when interacting with public figures. You might have noticed people who go through the motions, speaking words that lack emotional weight or authentic connection, those who appear to be mere actors, reciting lines from a pre-written play. One of the most telling signs of a soulless being is their lack of genuine creativity. True creativity springs from a deep connection to a universal source, an inner well of inspiration. Without a soul, people tend to recycle old ideas and patterns, rarely bringing anything truly original into the world. They follow trends instead of setting them, avoid exploring unfamiliar concepts, and shy away from subjects like spirituality or profound philosophy. This trait becomes glaringly obvious in materialistic societies, where many individuals seem trapped in a cycle of consumption, obedience, and reactive living, with little interest in evolving beyond their current state. From an esoteric perspective, the soul is what empowers us to question the nature of reality, resist manipulation, and seek the deeper truths hidden beneath surface appearances. Without this vital spark, some people become highly susceptible to control, whether through media, political systems, or cultural pressures. They accept whatever narrative is fed to them, without scrutiny, and find it difficult to break free from rigid thought patterns. New or challenging ideas can trigger defensive or hostile reactions, as their worldview is deeply programmed and resistant to change. This isn't to say these individuals are evil or malicious. Their absence of soul simply leaves them vulnerable, like empty vessels readily adopting dominant ideologies without self-awareness or critical thought. They become puppets in larger systems, moving to external rhythms rather than their own inner guidance. If we pay close attention, we realize that the concept of soulless humans is not just a philosophical abstraction, it's something we encounter daily. From a lack of emotional depth to a resistance to questioning reality, these signs reveal a world far more complex than most of us realize. But this realization raises a profound question: why do these beings exist? What is their purpose on this plane? What role do they play in the grand scheme of spiritual evolution? Across different esoteric and philosophical traditions, there have been many attempts to answer these questions. Let's consider 4 of the most thought-provoking ideas about their existence and function. From the theosophical and occult viewpoint, some individuals are described as empty shells, biological entities that function perfectly, but lack an individualized, evolving soul. Helena Blavatsky, a pioneering figure in modern esoteric thought, warned that these beings move through life devoid of the spiritual essence that fuels growth and transformation. Could they serve as a counterbalance in the spiritual ecosystem? Or are they here to challenge those who are awake to their presence? Perhaps they test the strength of our own souls by presenting obstacles in the form of apathy, ignorance, or blind conformity. Whatever the case, understanding these beings is essential, not to judge or exclude, but to deepen our awareness of the vast spectrum of human consciousness. As we awaken ourselves, we can learn to navigate a world where not all souls shine with equal light, and where recognizing the presence or absence of spirit helps us connect more authentically to those who truly share the journey of evolution. Imagine a world where having a soul isn't an automatic birthright, but something that unfolds over many lifetimes, requiring conscious spiritual growth. In this view, some individuals are what could be called latent souls, beings who haven't yet ignited that divine spark, connecting them to deeper spiritual reality. Others are simply human shells, animated by basic life forces, but lacking any true spiritual purpose or inner light. From this perspective, Earth becomes a unique arena where evolving souls encounter these soulless beings. It's a place of learning, a stage where discernment is sharpened by distinguishing authentic consciousness from mere illusion. But what if reality itself isn't even what it seems? Recently, the idea that our universe might be a complex simulation has gained traction, not just among philosophers, but within scientific circles too. If we are living inside a simulated reality, then these soulless humans could be likened to programmed entities, non-player characters, or NPCs, in a cosmic video game. They move through their scripted lives, responding to external triggers, but lacking the free will to question their existence or their role. Like code within a larger system, Their purpose could be to maintain balance, creating a veneer of equality in a world where some souls truly awaken and others simply follow predetermined patterns. Within this simulated framework, these soulless beings interact with spiritually aware individuals, serving as both obstacles and mirrors. Their lack of spiritual freedom highlights the contrast between those evolving in consciousness and those trapped in repetition. Another fascinating viewpoint, rooted in Gnostic and esoteric traditions, suggests that some soulless humans are not just empty vessels, but hosts for external forces. These forces might be entities from other realms, energies that temporarily inhabit the physical body, or even extensions of a collective consciousness, a single program running multiple avatars. This echoes ancient Gnostic beliefs in archons, hidden powers manipulating humanity through soulless vessels to control and direct the physical world. In this theory, these individuals are unaware of their condition, mere pawns in a vast cosmic game. Their role is to enforce control and maintain illusions, unwittingly acting against the spiritual freedom of others. They exist as part of a hidden system designed to keep humanity bound to materialism and ignorance. Yet, despite how disturbing these ideas may sound, there is a deeper purpose behind the presence of soulless humans. Spiritually speaking, they serve an essential function. These beings challenge genuine seekers of truth, forcing them to sharpen their awareness and intuition. By encountering soulless individuals, those on a path of evolution learn to distinguish reality from illusion, to strengthen their inner light against forces that try to manipulate or deceive. They act as mirrors of societal programming, reflecting the shadows we must see to rise above. Their presence helps separate the awakened from those still asleep, pushing spiritual growth through confrontation and resistance. They are not mistakes or cosmic errors, but necessary parts of a grand, intricate design. Think of them as tests, trials, each soul must face on the journey to higher consciousness. Through engaging with these challenges, evolving souls develop resilience, wisdom, and a clearer sense of purpose. The spiritual path is not just about light and love, but also about navigating the complex terrain of duality, where darkness serves to highlight and define the light. Whether we view soulless humans as empty shells, programmed constructs within a cosmic simulation, or biological vessels for external entities, all these perspectives point to a profound truth. The world is far more layered and mysterious than we often imagine. Not everyone moves through life with the same depth of awareness or spiritual essence. This realization invites us to look deeper, beyond the surface appearances of those around us, and to question what consciousness truly means. It challenges us to seek authentic connection not only with others but within ourselves, and to remember that awakening is a path walked amid complexity, tests, and sometimes the silent presence of those who have yet to find their own soul's light, who they really are. But if these soulless beings truly walk among us, how do we protect ourselves from their influence? How do we keep our energy intact and prevent being pulled into their draining vortex? These entities don't necessarily carry malicious intent. Instead, their absence of spiritual essence makes them highly susceptible to external influences, whether those come from ideologies, emotional currents, or even unseen energetic realms. They might show up anywhere at work, within family dynamics, or in social groups, quietly shifting the atmosphere without awareness. So, what can you do? Here are some practical spiritual tools to help you identify, shield against, and neutralize the impact of these energy-draining presences in your life. First, learning to recognize them is key. Remember, these beings often display recognizable traits: emotional shallowness. They're unable to connect on a deep emotional level, or genuinely express empathy and compassion. A vacant or icy gaze. Their presence can feel hollow, distant, or artificial. There's a noticeable absence of warmth, mechanical behavior. They move through life following routines, repeating patterns without original thought or curiosity. Unquestioning acceptance. They adopt beliefs and ideas without critical thinking or reflection. Disinterest in growth. They avoid spiritual practices like meditation or self-inquiry, showing no desire to expand their consciousness. If you spot someone exhibiting several of these signs, it's wise to be cautious about getting too emotionally entangled with them. A common trap is trying to wake them up. But many of these souls simply aren't equipped to understand higher spiritual truths, not out of malice, but due to their internal programming. Attempting to force their awareness often backfires, draining your own energy. Instead, focus on raising your own vibration. By maintaining a high frequency, You naturally attract others who are on a similar path of awakening, while the soulless remain in their cycles. Keep in mind that not everyone shares the same spiritual journey. Some are here purely to play a role in the material world, without an interest or capacity to transcend it. Since these beings can pull your energy downward, protecting your vibrational field is essential. Here are several effective methods to safeguard yourself. Meditation and inner connection. Regular meditation strengthens your energetic boundaries and sharpens your intuition, helping you detect when your energy is being sapped. Energetic cleansing, salt baths, burning sea salt incense, or using cleansing herbs like rosemary and rue can clear residual negative energy accumulated from low vibration encounters. Protective amulets. Stones such as black obsidian, tourmaline, or smoky quartz act as energetic filters, blocking negative influences and preventing energy drain. Emotional detachment. Avoid falling into emotional traps like anger, fear, or guilt. These low vibration states open doors for soulless beings to latch onto your energy. Staying neutral is your armor. Cutting energetic ties. If you feel emotionally depleted by someone, visualize a cord of light connecting you to them. Mentally sever this connection with a sword of fire or pure white light. This practice restores your energetic balance. While the existence of soulless humans can feel unsettling, there's a silver lining. The world also holds many awakened souls, beings with radiant evolving consciousness who seek genuine connection. Surround yourself with environments that nurture spiritual growth and cultivate relationships that feed your soul. In the end, protecting your energy isn't about shutting people out or fearing others. It's about tuning into your own frequency, honoring your spiritual boundaries, and learning to navigate a complex world where not everyone shares the same depth of awareness. By doing so, you not only safeguard your vitality, but also strengthen your journey toward higher consciousness. The presence of soulless beings, challenging as it is, serves as a catalyst pushing you to grow, discern, and rise beyond the superficial into authentic spiritual freedom. Value spirituality, self-awareness, and personal growth above all else. Let your intuition be the compass that guides you toward those walking a similar awakening journey. Learn to step back from anyone who leaves you feeling drained or fails to contribute meaningfully to your life's path. The law of vibration reminds us that we attract what matches our energy, so by holding a high frequency, you'll naturally draw kindred spirits into your orbit. At first, hearing about soulless people might stir fear or confusion, but this knowledge isn't meant to scare you. It's a tool for empowerment. Understanding that not everyone carries the capacity for genuine connection saves you from wasting precious time and energy trying to engage where there's nothing real to be found. Instead, you can devote yourself fully to your own growth, tuning out distractions that don't serve your highest good. Your intuition sharpens as you embrace this truth, helping you navigate the world with more clarity and purpose. Life isn't a uniform experience for everyone. Some souls are here to evolve, while others simply fulfill roles without contributing to spiritual progression. We can't change this fact, but what we can do is protect ourselves, raise our vibration, and surround ourselves with souls who resonate with authenticity and depth. We've explored perspectives from theosophy to Gnostic traditions, and uncovered practical ways to recognize and shield yourself from soulless influences. Now the question becomes, what will you do with this insight? Reality is layered, an intricate web woven between the material and spiritual realms. Spiritual teachers across ages have warned us that much of what we see is illusion. Among us walk many who are asleep, existing without engaging in the soul's evolution. But instead of fear, let this understanding bring you clarity. Knowing that not everyone carries the divine spark empowers you to exercise discernment. It allows you to conserve your energy, avoid manipulation, and stay firmly on your spiritual path. In a world full of illusions, discernment is your greatest ally. Recognizing soulless individuals lets you guard your energy wisely. Seek out genuine connections with authentic souls, truly committed to their growth. Elevate your vibration by focusing on your awakening, and release anything that no longer uplifts you. Remember, the systems designed to keep us disconnected from our power, from each other, are not invincible. You have the choice to break free from their hold. Knowledge without action is powerless. Now that you've been given this awareness, use it with intention. The existence of soulless beings isn't a cause for fear or distrust, it's a reminder that everything in the universe serves a purpose. These beings present challenges, meant to strengthen those of us evolving spiritually. The ultimate question is what you'll do with this truth. Will you dismiss it, remaining unaware of the signs and continuing to give away your energy unwittingly? Or will you rise above, expand your consciousness, protect your vibrational field, and deepen your spiritual awakening? The choice is yours. If you've decided to embrace this wisdom, you've already taken a powerful step forward on your journey. Now, walk it with confidence and clarity, knowing you're aligned with your soul's true path. If you've made it this far, it means you're not just going through the motions like most people. There's something inside you, a spark, a quiet, knowing that the world isn't exactly as it's been shown. Your soul is stirring, awakening to a deeper reality, and while not everyone is prepared to hear this, if it resonates with you, it's a sign you're on the path of growth. This journey is about more than just gathering facts. It's about expanding your awareness and strengthening your connection to the divine source that flows through all things. Keep seeking, keep questioning, and above all, keep opening your heart to the mysteries that lie beneath the surface of everyday life. If this message has sparked something within you, make sure to subscribe to our channel. We dive deep into the realms of consciousness, spirituality, and the unseen forces shaping our universe. By staying connected, you'll continue to uncover insights that challenge your perspective and elevate your understanding. If this video helped you see the world with fresh eyes, hit that like button. It's a simple way to affirm that you're ready to explore beyond the ordinary and embrace a richer, more meaningful existence. We want to hear from you. Have you ever encountered people who felt hollow, as if something vital was missing? Share your experiences in the comments below. Your story might be the awakening nudge someone else needs. Don't keep this awakening to yourself. Share this video with friends or family who you sense are ready to start questioning the reality around them. Sometimes, the right message at the right time can be a powerful catalyst for change. Remember, the truth isn't meant for everyone. It takes courage and openness to face what lies beyond the familiar. If you've stayed with us until now, consider this message a sign it was meant specifically for you. Keep walking your path with awareness and strength. Your awakening is just beginning.